I am Ann-Peggy Divine. Welcome to the Divine Design, the podcast where we unfold heaven on earth and reframe spirituality and theology for a new cosmic era. Your journey on human evolution and integration of your divine design starts here. Welcome, Veerle, back here to Divine Design Podcast.
Thank you, Ann-Peggy. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor and an inspiration to have those views with you. Thank you.
What I love, because we are mirroring each other, we are going the same process, so talking to you is a mirror back to me. And when we just line up, we went that, okay, we are ready. So the theme for today, we are ready to we have birthed the new system, now we are ready to put it out.
We definitely are.
Yeah. To stand in the holder, the feminine holder of the new.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's beautiful and big, and I can see that we are so held. We are so not alone in all of this. It's like there's a much bigger entourage that is holding us in this readiness, and it's as if they are continuously. You used the word mirror. They are like big mirrors of light for us to invite us to expand and to be and to really, yeah. I said you to jump through the fire.
Yeah. I love your words, jump to the fire. Yes, it's like, wow, that's what I got in my meditation. Yeah. So, yeah, because this is the time.
This is the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, it has it has come so much the last 5 days. So I think, it have just come the last pieces of the new system, the feminine system that we are moving through. And it was so emotional for me because Heather took over my body, and I was Heather in this Egyptian feminine society. So we are going back to a lot of Egyptian wisdom, the feminine, and then more than thousands soul song, lullaby to our children came through me. And this was so amazing, beautiful. We will prime our infant, baby in our, when we are getting pregnant, and also the first years, we will prime our children with their soul essence, with their lullaby, so they remember who they are in essence. So when Heather took over my body, I felt all these lullabies, and it was so, you are so whole, as you say, you are so safe, you know you are light, you know your incarnation, you fusing all your life experience into one being. And then also she showed me the new school system, kindergarten, that teacher will be soul aligned. So they help children to hold their soul essence, because then we know that all babies will come with a piece to get Mother Earth in balance. So it was like, wow, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And we, as women, we have tried in the last 100 years to be more masculine. We have tried to adjust to the masculine structure. We are not supposed to adjust to the masculine structure. That's what we see war, we see craziness. We have to reset. We have to go back and be the holder, the feminine holder, that hold the soul essence, the remembrance, and the bigness of us, so we can help our boys, our men, and the society. So the future we are going against, wow, I feel it in my heart. It's like, wow, it's so big. It's so amazing. It's so beautiful. So the new system, the new future, all already here, but it's birthed through each and one of us. We have to reset, and then we are soul aligned, and then we know what to do.
I know. Yeah.
Everything is in resonance then.
Yeah. I so agree. Yeah. And the new babies which are born now and the past months, even years, they are so I I saw my grandchild the past weekend, and being with her and seeing how, so I guess part of that birthing process happened there. I was caring for her, and suddenly she began to really bring in sound that was, I could not reach that sound that she was producing. So she was bringing in something of her radiance, of her bigness, of her beauty through her voice. It was just, and she's only 4 months old. It
Wow.
was just amazing. Everything was vibrating because of the sound she was making.
Wow, that's so amazing because what you are now telling, it's already birthed. Also that she come with a piece of the new earth. She is a piece of the new earth just by
She really,
being herself.
yes, yes,
Wow.
yeah,
So we as mother need to go back to hold this, to hold the gift they
yes,
are, and start to making the system, the school system, the kindergarten that help them to even remember and to keep this remembrance. Because what was shown me in the school system will, the teacher will learn all the lullabies and all the soul songs for the pupils in this their class, and they will sing it in the classroom, so every children and pupils will have respect for each other. They know that, okay, you are holding this, I am holding, oh, how can we collaborate? We are here. It's not a coincidence that we are here. We are in this class together. You hold this, I hold this. Wow. And then explore through that.
so true, so true. Oh, reminds me of, I got many conversations with my two daughters, and I knew it's like, is this transmitting this to all the women, to more and more women, to all the mothers, to all those that are indeed caring for children, all those, the grandmothers, the everybody, to just transmit it, to help each of us to be inspirational for each other, to see each other as this beautiful piece of a greater whole, to see God is like this sentence that I use so often. God is, God is, God is, God is in everything and in everybody.
Yeah.
And to just see that and invite that. And then it's so beautiful. It is so amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody grows and everything radiates and is full of essence.
Yeah, it's full of essence. And I have gotten the curriculum for the school system also, and that was wow, it's a total shift. Like history. We now read in book in history. But the history we will do at school, it is the remembrance. Each pupils, every child will go to their history, to their soul, to the past life and the future. So they will bring history in a new way, through their body, through their remembrance. It's like, what? So the history will be an experience. Like Heather took over my body, and also so we can go into other entities also. But we will remember our soul essence, because our soul from in so many lives have a gift. So
Yes,
so we will know history through our past life, what we have gone through.
yes,
So it's like, so the history curriculum will be individual and say, okay, you have experienced, so that's what it was in living in Egypt. That's what it was not like living in Africa and all. So it's like, wow, what we are going against.
amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. And our entry is our heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
our heart, the
Yep.
moment that the invitation is really the moment you have an experience in this moment whether it is outside of you or within your own body, is just to bring it into your heart.
Yes.
And then open up your heart, because your heart is holographically connected with
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Through the universes upon universes, your heart is connected with all your past lives. And that's the way in which you really can connect to your own history. And
Yes.
it's so amazing. Yes.
Yes, because we live in heart coherence. When you have heart coherence, that's what you are
Yeah.
talking about. When you have coherence, it's not a mental thing. It is heart coherence that feels everything. So I have become, as we have spoken about earlier, so much sensitive. I was sensitive before, but now I'm hypersensitive. I'm so sensitive. It's like, can it be that sensitive? In my hands, all my body is so sensitive because we sense everything. So we go into a sensory experience through the heart.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So this
We
is
do.
this is a feminine sensory being.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And also, yeah, we are ready to also be with all of this.
Yeah, we are ready to be able
Yeah.
over it. Yeah.
And sometimes it can be, yeah, a bit overwhelming that
Yeah.
suddenly
Yep.
this sadness or an emotion comes
Yeah.
that's really, really big, is to just embrace it.
Yeah.
Open your heart. And I always say, and if you think it's really completely open, just open it a bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah, just open it a bit more. And it's beautiful what then can arise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even with when those very strong emotions move through you, I know for myself there is always also the basic state of being of joy that is never leaving me. Because sometimes it's feeling a bit strange even that I can be almost in bliss and still experience huge anxiety. So
Yeah.
as if they're living next to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love that you say that, because what I have been the biggest emotion that I have gone through this life, this physical life, is sadness, grief. I have carried so much grief because I have grieved for past life because we haven't treated each other very good in the past. So we have been so mean to each other. So for several years, no, several life in Wales in the late 1800s, and in Wales around the Second World War, and now my heart. I had a heart affect, and I thought this was, oh, I have so much love, but it was sadness. My heart carried so much sadness. So in this life, I have grieved and grieved and grieved because I need to have all the sadness that I have explored through lives, so much hardness. I had to balance it out. So when we see that we merge life and we merge our soul essence, I think that a lot of people will feel sad. And it's not to be afraid, but we need to meet the sadness with love. To embrace the sadness, to be the feminine holder of this sadness. Yes, we have experienced so much sadness.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, yeah. And we keep on come back to, we are ready to
We
do
are
this
ready.
too. And to keep our heart open, even with the sadness, the deep, deep of the pain, the deep, deep pain.
Yeah. Yeah, the deep pain. Yeah, we have really experienced a lot of pain.
We did.
And since I have gone through so many of my past life, it has been pain. What have been shown me is pain. Also bigness, but mostly pain. I'm sorry to say, but mostly pain. So I then have to embrace the pain and go through it to balance it out. Because then my bigness and the light of me can expand even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the beauty of opening up and realizing that we're all in this together, and we are actually in our own lineage.
Yeah.
We often forget and we put it completely outside of us. It's in my lineage. They did that to me. No, we often are in our own lineage. So we've been or grandfather or our grandmother. So we're in it together, and it's the in my process of each time that I meet something or receive an opening, I try it myself. I love to experience everything myself.
Yeah.
So with the holographic heart, I did the same. So each time I go to rest, I just open or I experience something, I take a moment and I really receive. So what I received a certain moment was I saw an image of a cardboard box with a baby in it, and the baby was beautiful and blue. So the baby was not alive, but the beauty of seeing that and honoring that I had a life, whatever circumstances which created that I was in a cardboard box, I choose to come very shortly here
Yeah.
and to honor my choice for that, and honor, even honor all those that helped me to make that
Yeah.
whatever way they contributed.
Yeah. I love that you say that because I have spoken about this. And also, when my son had the liver cancer, we were living at the hospital for a long time. And one of the babies that we shared room with, he had brain cancer. So he had a tumor in his brain. He was born with a brain tumor. And he lived for 18 months and then he died. But he have chosen this. And he have chosen, so the mother kind of unconsciously primed this baby and he had the experience. And if we had understand that okay, this baby is holding our medicine, it's showing what is going on in the universe of this mother, then she really could connect it to the medicine, because what this child actually did, it holded the medicine for the mother.
Yes.
And that's big. So when we come to this understanding, wow, we had a baby for 18 months, 1.5 years, and it has brain tumor, and this is mirroring a piece of this mother. If we could take that knowledge and that, wow, and thank this child for what it brought, wow, what a gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's big.
It's really, really, really big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, really, really big. And I guess that in that readiness is also the moment we can do it for ourselves, it will become contagious. Because I know that in New Age waves, it's often blamed that it's easy to say, but that it's harder to live it yourself.
Yeah.
And I totally agree.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, it's with lots of empathy and compassion and love that it hurts when you lose a child, when
It does.
something happens to someone you love dearly. It's hard, it's much. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pain. Losing a child, I think it's the hardest I have done, losing my son 10 years ago. It was so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but we have to go through it. And I was very aware, okay, if I set this on hold, this will be even worse for me. So I decided to go through the grief very deep for a year. So
Yeah.
for a year, I cried and I cried and I cried, and I grieved also for my grandparents and other that have died, because I came to a much deeper layer. So I really went deep. So it was ugly, if you can see it like ugly, but I needed to go there to reset myself. I couldn't be the woman I am today if I hadn't gone through it. Then I would bypass, and then I would have imbalance in my body, and then I couldn't be the woman I am today. I couldn't step up to be the medicine woman of the future if I haven't gone through it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So even though I'm not sure if I should say that, but he died, he committed suicide and he chose it, and I chose to rise from it.
Yes.
I could be in victim mode all my life, blaming myself and blaming, and he passed. So, but after going through it, I rise from it. I took the
You
lessons,
did.
and yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You received his message. You
yeah.
received his offering.
His offering, yeah.
Yeah, you received his offering.
So that's the best way I can honor him.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah,
Because there's also, it's beautiful that you bring in suicide. We're gonna, if indeed, reinvent everything, also how we are with suicide.
yeah,
Because that also is a choice of a soul,
yeah,
which is not up to us to judge. It's up to us to receive it and to be with it and to honor it in a way.
yeah. I'm glad that you said that, because what I come now in this birth of the new was showing me what I have experienced in a past life. I have been through it before, but now it was showing me again, because also this was in Guatemala, but in the beginning of 1300, I chose to be an awake soul. Like, I knew that I was God's source, so I knew who I was. And I chose to incarnate in a tribe that had so much sexual abuse. They were, yeah, so it was a very hard, but I said, okay, I will manage, because I will remember my light essence, and then it will be easier to be in this tribe, even though I knew that I deliberately chose this life to experience how it is to be sexual abuse in a hard way, because it was very much of this. And I was in this tribe. I loved the people, even though I was really, yeah, sexual abused in the worst way. And my free space was the jungle. So I used to go to the jungle to kind of get myself bringing the light. But when I was 19, I committed suicide. I gave myself to the jungle animals because I couldn't bear the pain anymore, even though I knew who I was. And
Yeah.
this, I think, is the most important. Even though we know who we are, the pain on Mother Earth can be so crucial
Yes.
that we actually said, well, I cannot take this pain anymore. Even though I had, before I incarnated in the body, I said, well, this must be not easy, but I wanted the experience. But it can be really hard. So we have a little unstable line. I'm sorry.
Is such a beautiful example because that brings a completely other light to suicide. That it doesn't mean that those that are less conscious, not at all. Even there, we have everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Souls that are ready to move on, to that have done their the part that they choose to do here.
yeah. But I have gone back to that life several times. And I, in the beginning, was like, why? Since I knew who I was, why did I commit suicide? I knew who I was because I had the thought the first time I traveled to this light, that when we just know who we are in light essence, then everything is much easier. Yes, it is. But the pain, we feel the pain, we sense the pain. So I have some compassion for that life now. But in the beginning, it's like, well, I thought that if we just knew who we were, that we were God in form, then everything then we can manage everything. Yeah, we can, but it can be really hard, painful. And living
We
in pain.
always, yeah,
Yeah.
we always have the choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if we remember. So not to judge, as you say, because, yeah, we
Because
have,
we don't
yeah,
know. Ah, Ann-Peggy, this is beautiful. We don't know. Whatever happens, we don't know.
no.
It's only a little part we see, even if we are very aware and there's a lot we sense, there's still limited in what we can understand in each moment.
Yeah. 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 And even myself in the beginning, it's not that I really judged, but it's like, wow, it was. I think I have a little judgmental about, but shouldn't have committed suicide because I knew who I was in essence. But then when I kind of expanded, wow, now I have compassion for that. So I think to take it to the lesson or the wisdom is like not to judge because there are so many dimensions of our life.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And your suicide might have been for the tribe
yeah,
a much bigger opening in awareness than anything else. It might have been what we said, a huge offering
yeah,
to the.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I love my people, and I gave myself to, and I gave myself to the jungle animal, because then it will be easier on my tribe. If I commit my suicide in another way, and because it looks like an accident, and some people that commit suicide, they want to help their tribe, their parents, their family, so they make it look like an accident. So this is actually common.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Makes totally sense.
To not bring
Because,
shame.
yeah. And yeah, I guess don't underestimate the effect of your vibration on the tribe.
Yeah.
The moment that then that vibration then leaves the tribe, that's the moment that many people can wake up and can realize, wow, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the offering is really, really, really big.
Yeah. And what we are talking about here, we are talking about suicide, and that's really a deep topic. And we are talking about the new system. So, what will come up in each and every each of us will be pain, and what we have gone through, because we have gone through so much. So when we go into the new system and we become history, we really, the new system, the teacher really have to have emotional awareness and the sacred space, and we have, so the new system will be feminine, and we actually have to have a therapeutic system in school, because when all this come up, so we have to be a holder of everything that will now come up, because we know that we have been to a dark period. So when we birth history through us and balance us out, as I have done, it has been hard. It has been a lot of pain. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But I already feel her from the beginning. I can feel how the earth is really gonna support us in this. She keeps on coming in, and I said, yeah, 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 I'll bring you in. But I can feel that within the new school system, including the earth,
yeah,
including the possibility for, because in there is something that when we allow our children to rebalance and reconnect with the earth and all that that includes, that there's going to be a healing happening that is beyond
yes, yes,
words, beyond all the classical systems of healing and psychology we are currently using, and therapy, to name it as such, that there is a way in which the earth's going to be very taking up a huge role in all of this.
I'm so glad you said that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I speak about becoming a tree, because we are like a tree with the roots deep and my branches up, and Mother Earth is healing us if we let our roots be nourished by Mother Earth, because we live on Mother Earth, so we have to adjust to Mother Earth.
Yeah. And there's a way in which the earth is, yeah, transmitting that message of oneness and that message of all is God, all is source, all is oneness. She is bringing that so powerfully that within children moving through all those waves of rebirthing their own history in a much more lived way, not something you take from books, but to experience it, that she will be able to hold them in that, in a way that we might even not yet be able to imagine. how she's gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is like a merging of everything, Mother Earth, sky, our body, anim everything. It's like we when I go in when I meditate, the first thing that happens when I go into it, it's the divine dance start to happening in us. So it is kind of we are going into the divine dance of all creation. So and it's so beautiful that you are just connected to everything.
Yes, I totally agree. Yeah. And there is in this is going to be a global reawakening of everything, and everything's gonna go hand in hand because, yeah, it cannot be otherwise.
No, it cannot.
Because if we are rebirthing the whole school system and the whole way in which we are with our children, inevitably we also need to rebirth the whole health system and the
Yeah.
whole food industry, all what we are, how we are with the earth. If I felt so much pain when I was in the train yesterday and seeing all the acres of land that were worked on, is just realizing, oh my God, all this is ready to change. And in all of this, we so, yeah, lost our connection with our life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that it has been shown me so many examples how lost we have been from the divine spark in us.
Yeah.
Birthing this new, and I was shown an example in love because the example was hard in itself, and it was. I saw a principal, a man that was very much liked, and he was so friendly and nice with everyone. But then it was showing me that he took in a child to his office, and then he sexual abused him. And it was showed me in love to understand that that a lot of men, not to judge men, but a lot of men have taking advantage of babies or children because they are holding the light essence, the divine. They have lost their own divine essence. So they do it because they want this divine essence. They are so lost in their soul. So they are doing it in desperation. They really they want this life force that the children are mirroring because they have the life force and the connection to their divine spark. So several men have gone in and tried to take this light, and in doing so we have destroyed souls, and it has been a spiral and spiral and spiral doing it for so many years. But now each and every one need to come into this essence because all of us have it. We cannot take
Yeah.
advantage of the children or other one that holds this. So we now, okay, this is something all of us have inside. So we have to go inside and connect to the divine essence and source of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was connected to the tribe when I incarnated, when I was sexual abuse. So it's like they I was very light in that life. So I was the light there. So I was much sexual abuse, and because they wanted the light of me, they wasn't connected to their own light. So this
Oh,
has go on for thousands of years. We
yeah.
now we are moving against the light of us. We have to find it, not to take from others, but find it here.
Yeah. 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 Oh, Peggy. Yeah. And there is, yeah, it's a beautiful, a difficult piece, and I'm still gonna try to express it. We we choose for separation as a tool. We learned a lot
Yeah,
through this tool of separation.
yeah,
And yes, we are ready to let go of it, but that also includes that in our history, as we have used separation as a tool,
yeah,
we have caused a lot of pain.
yep,
We have had a lot of pain, and we also caused a lot of pain. So there is a responsibility towards our choices. Also, the choice for separation is not gone. It's still with us. Even if we become aware and we learn that we have made that choice and that it's an illusion, we are actually one, it still does not leave us without the responsibility for all our choices in all our past lives.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So you feel I bring in the compassion, I
yeah,
bring in the understanding.
yeah,
We needed it. That was a level of experience we couldn't have without moving into separation.
yeah,
And there's also and always, and we are responsible for our choices.
yes.
It's not never taking away our responsibility.
No, I'm so glad that you said that, because responsibility, when we awaken, this is so important, because we are responsible as adult. We are responsible for every choice we do, every. So we and also to be mothers and fathers, to hold our children. What we are responsible for the priming of our children, and this is a very important task.
Yes,
So
it is.
we as parents, we have to be connected to our soul alignment, because if we aren't responsible, we are priming a child with diseases, imbalances, crime. So we have to hold the space so everything can come up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And an important piece is also is to be responsible ourselves and allow the other to be responsible as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I always come back, and Peggy, to the same thing. There's so much we don't know.
yeah, yeah. And that
So
also,
love.
yeah, I think we have to have it's we normal people don't hack into others, what they have experienced, what is the bigness of them. So we have to understand that even though we see maybe 0.5% of their life, and then we judge by the 0.5%, and we have no clue. So we have to come to the knowing that, okay, we have no clue, and it's not ours to know, because we have chosen a different life. And if
Yes.
we want to know, then we have to have a conversation, a deep conversation in sacred reciprocity. Like this is coming to me, sacred reciprocity, and the sacredness of
I love it.
holding, and yeah. So we are and this is the feminine way of being, because we are the holder. Everything can come up, and we don't judge it. We help each other in reverence and in love, and yeah. So yeah, it is really, we are really birthing heaven on earth.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
And that
And
is,
then everybody is included. There's nobody that is not included. And yes, that doesn't mean that you're going to agree with what everybody is doing,
oh no, no, no.
but you will, and everybody is included.
Yeah,
Everybody is here because they have a specific role to take on,
yeah,
a
yeah,
specific part to play in the bigger whole. And it's so easy to see and comment and judge, and it's not helpful.
no, it's not helpful. If we want to help each other, we have to come to the creational soup, the holder, because the holder doesn't judge. The source,
Yeah.
the source of us, the divine spark and the divine essence of us, that doesn't judge. It holds.
Holds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
if
it's curious and it always wants
yeah,
to explore more and understand more and see, but yes, there's another piece I'm seeing. Yeah. I guess, on Peggy, that a lot of my joy is coming from there.
yeah,
It's like, wow, yes, there's another piece. Wow, I didn't see that yet. Wow, yes, another level.
yeah, yeah. Me too. and yeah, what we are doing, it's like bringing more and more light to ourselves, because we are a bunch of cells, so we're bringing more and more light. And then and yeah, when you mention that, it's like singing and vibration is so important. So we dance, we sing, we go with the vibration. It's the divine dance. It's like, so songs and music, it's so important for our future. We love listening to music now, but in future it's like, wow, vibration.
Sound is so important. Yeah. I'm going back to my granddaughter. Eloise is so amazing how she brings in a sound that is so highly vibrational. So it is the future.
It is.
Yeah.
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 And we know that we heal with sound. We have a lot of sound healing. So we know
Yeah.
that vibration, we in future we understand the vibration in a deeper way, and we heal with vibration. And so yeah, vibration and resonance and the light of us, that's the future we are going against.
I so know. And to have each one of us, all the children, but each one of us to own our own song, our own unique sound.
Yes.
We each have a unique sound,
Yeah.
and it's each sound is important in the greater symphony of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no one that, if one would be missing, it wouldn't be the same symphony anymore.
That's so true. That's so true. And that is kind of the Ubuntu philosophy, because I am because of you. So it's back to the Ubuntu. We know that it is a we, and we have spoken a lot about it is a we. It's not the I. We experience our life as an I, but it is a we. We cannot experience our life without the we.
No, we can't. We really can't.
So yeah, so yes, a lot of things is coming up now, and we see when we hear at the news and we hear scandals and chaos. But this is the birth. We are in labor pain. We are really in labor pain, birthing the new earth. So, and that's pain. And it's pain birthing something new. So we will be in labor pain probably for 15 more years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it has already started, because we are
It
speaking
really
about
is.
it, yeah, and the new system, and it will start here in the Nordic country. Norway will be a pioneer, and then the Nordic country, because we have the foundation. It's easier because most of the system in the whole world are corrupted. And there are some corruption also here, but it's less. So the new system will start in the Nordic, and then they will ripple. So other country will try, but it will be harder because it's so much. Yeah, it's so much corruption. So the corruption, we need to step up. No, corruption is not the new system.
No. No, that's the separation, eh?
That's the separation. Yes.
Other name for separation, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And fear, eh? A lot of fear, but also fear. You can choose experiences through fear to learn something, to grow your sense of self. It's not good or bad, it's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. But Mother Earth and the whole creation want us really to step up. It's like I hear
Yeah.
it wants us now. You have lived on Mother Earth for so long as babies, not wanting to take responsibility. Now is the time to take responsibility for your own life, for your own creation. We want to balance out. So now is really the time, stepping up, being conscious, deliberate creator of our own reality. Yeah. We bring so much light into this, so that the line is unstable, and that is actually
It's what I feel too. It's amazing. We're hitting a very powerful subject, and
yeah,
whoops!
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, it's lovely to dare. It's what we started to speak about at the very beginning. We are never looking away from pieces that are hot, that are yeah, that are difficult to mention, where there's a lot of emotions around. It's nice to be able to just be courageous and to each time jump
Yeah.
and say yes.
Yeah, say yes. Yeah, say yes. And that's so important. Saying yes to life, saying yes to the bigness of us, stepping
Yes.
us up. Because I know what we are afraid of, it is actually the light of us. I was afraid of my light. I was invited in 2015, 16, 17, and I saw the future and what was coming. And I said, I tried to navigate in it, but it was too much. And it was like, I cannot hold it. I cannot go there. So I need some more years to really step up and really kind of embracing all the light, because the light, it is, we are actually afraid of the light in us because we are so familiar with the frightened part of us.
Yeah. It's huge, that light, eh?
It's
It's
so
burning.
huge. Wow, it's burning. It is burning.
Yeah.
That was what you brought into this conversation in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's burning through all the ideas we have, the identifications. It's burning through all the convictions we have, the beliefs, the conditioning, the programming. And it's good. And yeah, some of the conditioning and programming is also keeping us, yeah,
Yeah.
we 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 think it's keeping us safe. It's
Yeah.
actually not. The
It's actually not.
safety and the security is just in the light.
It is, yeah, that the only security is the light. There are no other security than the light. But it requires us to go through the emotion, and that's the hardest part for us as humans. But fire also, it's so symbolically, like symbolically, we have used fire as a transformation. So it is a transformation. We are upgrading.
We do.
Hmm.
We do.
And it's so, and we met each other in resonance for the new, birthing the new. So we will meet people in resonance with what we have said yes to, because both of us have said yes to the new system, and we are birthing it and holding this different pieces of the same, and more are stepping up with bringing pieces of the new future.
Yeah. Yeah, I really can feel that. Yeah, it's so everywhere. I see it yeah, I see it everywhere around me. Yeah, in smaller and bigger circles. Yeah.
Yeah. And we need the man also to yeah, to be there, because we will be like the sacred, yeah, the partnership, honoring the feminine and the masculine, and go with the dance with it, because that's the creation soup on Mother Earth, the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, everything. That how can we be the best support for each other?
Yeah, definitely. We're waking up together and finding our own space in all of this. So what am I ready for?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is my unique song that I will now really sing very loudly.
Yes.
Yeah, and proudly.
Yeah. And proud, yeah, because we started with this and now we are ready. We have known, we have went through this process and birthed this, but now we are ready to really step up and yeah, hold it and talk about it. So we have gone through the process, we have gone to the grief, we have gone to all the emotion, and now we are ready to step up and talk about it. This is what is happening.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. This is the biggest as it come. It can't be any bigger.
No. No. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, breathe. Yeah, we actually have to breathe.
Yeah.
But I have to say, Veerle, thank you for mirroring and that divine dance about the feminine new system and what is birthing. Wow, I'm so honored to be here with you.
Me too. My God. It's like you said, it's very, it's a mutual becoming, Ann-Peggy. It's a mutual becoming.
It is. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Divine Design podcast with Ann-Peggy Divine. You can follow divinedesign.it on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. Join us next Sunday for another Heaven on Earth unfolding conversation. With grace, reverence, and unity, may the path of your divine design light the way. From the divine in us to the divine in you.